Hello, friends. Do you love to travel and learn about new places and things? Great! Then you are in the right place. Join Jasmine the cat and Gracie the tortoise as they have fun exploring the USA, the world, and beyond.
Hello, friends! It's Jasmine, the jazzy gray cat, here with my bestie Gracie, the super smart tortoise. Say hi, Gracie.
Greetings, my good friends. Gracie here. And today, Jasmine, we're going to take another trip back to one of our great states. This state has mountains, beaches, history, and presidents.
I know which one this is, Gracie. It's Virginia. I'm so excited. There's so much history here.
Yes, there is. So many presidents. On to Virginia. Virginia is found on the east coast of the United States, right below our nation's capital, Washington, D.C.
It's got the Atlantic Ocean on one side. So, yup, Virginia has beaches.
And it also has mountains, forests, rivers, and even swamps.
Virginia's nickname is the Old Dominion, which sounds a lot like a dinosaur kingdom, but it actually means that Virginia was one of England's oldest American colonies.
Virginia is where the first permanent English settlement in America was built. That place was called Jamestown, and it started way back in 1607. Remember when we went back in time and met Jane in our Jamestown podcast?
I sure do. Jane told us how hard it was to live back then. It was tough. Muddy streets, weird food, and not enough supplies.
But the brave colonists who lived here helped start what would later become the United States. Pretty big job.
We can't forget the people who were here when the English came. Virginia was already home to many Native American tribes, including the Powhatan people. And one very famous girl you may have heard of, Pocahontas. We did a podcast on her, too. I would have loved to have been her friend.
The English language wouldn't be the same without Virginia's Native American languages. They gave us such words as raccoon, moccasin, hickory, moose, skunk, and chipmunk. Jasmine, if you want to see what colonial life was like without going back in time, you can visit Colonial Williamsburg. This place is huge. It's over 300 acres and shows what the 18th century capital of colonial Virginia was really like. It's almost like we're actually there. We can visit restored buildings and listen to people in colonial outfits tell us what it was really like way back then.
We can see how people cooked over fires, made stuff like horseshoes and silverware, and even write with feathers. That is really hard. I would have spilled ink everywhere. Zero chance I would have survived the 1700s.
Oh, I think you would have done fine, Jasmine. And Virginia also played a huge role in forming the United States. 8 U.S. presidents were born right here in Virginia. That's why Virginia is sometimes called the mother of presidents.
No state has more. 2 of them are George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. Those guys were presidents numbers 1 and 3. And not only was George our very first president, but he was the commander-in-chief of the Continental Army and helped us win the Revolutionary War so we could be our own country. Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence, with some help from others, of course, and also he was an inventor. Gracie, do you know the others?
I do. Let's see. There was James Madison, our 4th president, who helped write our Constitution. And we can't forget James Monroe, William Harrison, John Tyler, Zachary Taylor, and Woodrow Wilson.
Wow, that is a lot of good guys. Virginia's capital is Richmond, and the state bird is the cardinal. I love watching this beautiful red cardinal when it comes to our feeder in the winter.
Me too. Richmond was also the capital of the South during the Civil War. More than half the battles were fought here on Virginia soil. Now, How about we relax with some nature? Virginia has part of the Appalachian Mountains running right through it.
I know.
These mountains are really, really old and go from Canada to Alabama. Many people hike the Appalachian Trail through the mountains. This trail is one of the longest hiking trails in the world.
Part of the Appalachian Mountains includes the Blue Ridge Mountains. They got this name because of the beautiful blue haze that covers them. All through the mountains are forests, waterfalls, and tons of hiking trails so you can enjoy them.
And Virginia also has rivers like the James River that are very important for travel and trade.
And you can't forget the cool animals we can see in Virginia. Virginia is home to the white-tailed deer and cute red foxes, big black bears, turtles, and bald eagles.
The majestic bald eagle is our national bird, and they love living near the water.
Virginia also has horses, lots and lots of horses. You can see beautiful horse farms everywhere. But now, it's time for snacks. What's good to eat here?
Let's see, Virginia grows apples, peanuts, corn, and soybeans. And if you get thirsty, try some refreshing Mountain Dew soda. It was first bottled here in Virginia.
Virginia peanuts are famous. They're extra big and crunchy. Yum, yum. And don't forget the delicious oysters and blue crabs found at the beach.
Ready to go to the beach? Virginia has more than 500 miles of coastline.
That's a lot of sand in your shoe. And a lot of space to build a really big sandcastle.
Jasmine, are you ready to see how much we've learned? I hope so, because it's quiz time.
Oh no! Pop quiz! What was the first English settlement? Friends, did you say Jamestown? Good job!
All right, what was Virginia's nickname? Did you remember Old Dominion?
I did. Remember, it's not a dinosaur place. How many presidents were born in Virginia? Did you get 8? Can you name them all? That's pretty tough.
Yes, it is, because 8 is a lot.
Ooh, Gracie. Let me name them, Gracie. There's George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, William Henry Harrison, John Tyler, Zachary Taylor, and Woodrow Wilson. Yay! That's all 8.
If you got those right, friends, it's a gold star for you.
You know what, Gracie? I had a great time here. Virginia is full of history, nature, and stories about the beginning of America.
That's right. From Jamestown to mountains to presidents, it is pretty amazing.
Thanks for exploring Virginia with us. And join us next time as we explore another great place. Bye now. Say goodbye, Gracie.
Goodbye, my good friends. See you next time.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining Jasmine and Gracie on their adventure today. Come back next week for the next one.
Hello, everybody. It's Gwen here. If you want to know more about the places we visited, just go to our website, jasmineandgracie.podbean.com, and go to the sources page, and you can find out all about the great places that we visited. See you next week. Bye-bye.